What's going on, everyone? It has been a little while. I had to take a little bit of a break for some family events, and I had some more trouble with my computer, which took them some time to repair. But we're back on a more normal schedule, back for some Capybara Go videos, and we're going to talk about some new events. We've got a current event running, and we also have a new event coming in about a week from now. So we are in the winter holiday period, and there's a good chance there's going to be an additional event after the two we're just about to talk about. So first things first, we have got the new Cappy Gotcha machine, or Kappy Capsule machine, depending on how you look at the translations, because the announcements have said different things, and of course the in-game is just a little bit different as well. But if we click into here, this is what we're dealing with. Of course, classic kind of look to this. This is very similar to your Ninja Turtle event, where we kind of just tossed in the Ninja coins and we ended up getting a bunch of rewards. You can see that there is a little bit of a gotcha pass. There is the tasks to get all of the gotcha coins, or the twist coins is what they're calling. And kind of the idea here is you're just going to be tossing them in. As you toss them in, you'll get luck, and then you'll use the luck to kind of go into a special mode, right? So you can see here, each twist coin is going to grant you luck points, each gift sent grants luck points, and then lucky mode consumes 20 luck points per draw. And then these luck points, you can see skin gift, gold skins, twist coins, silver skins. There's all sorts of different rates here that you can kind of take a look at. And here's the silver skins, here's the gold card skins, and then here's a twist coin. So those are the rewards that you'll be getting. So pretty straightforward. There isn't anything difficult about this, to be honest. But really, it's all about the rewards, right? Very much so. And we've got a few good ones. So in the advanced exchange, which is one that I'm generally paying attention to a little bit more, we've got the divine weapon cubes. As you can see, I've got 45. I'm going to be going for these 3. I'm going to be getting another double S for the account, which is going to be pretty massive for me. So that's going to be obviously really important for anyone that's getting double S equipment, even if you are close to maxing out your build, which actually, if I look at my current setup here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 double S equipment. In fact, my accessory, the icy ball, can't even be turned into a double S equipment yet. And so I'll probably be waiting on that. I probably won't try to get a double S variant or a S variant to slot into that icy bubble. Instead, I'm just going to continue to progress what I have and then use these divine weapon cubes for, well, if we go into here and we go into the psionic attribute, we can actually refine the psionic refinement to get additional stats. So even if you're in a spot where you no longer need the actual double S upgrades, you still need to be refining your gear. So this is always going to be a solid choice, especially now that we're getting to the point of maxing out, kind of the slots, at least, if you've been playing since the beginning of the divine weapon cubes. We have the legendary relic boxes. These are huge. As a note here, a lot of people are forgetting, but a little side note here while we're talking about this, in the relic screen, there is an actually equip relic option. So for example, the Ulfbert sword is what I've got equipped. This is going to give me extra sword chi damage. Mind you, you also can only have a limitation of which relic. So 1 core, 1 guardian, 2 totems, and you can kind of find that by, well, clicking on the little icon underneath each relic. So make sure you're actually equipping those. And I actually just got one today. So even though, or another random legendary relic today, but I don't have actually another equipable relic. And a lot of these ones that you can get from the events are equipable, so they can actually be huge power-ups. So those 2 I would definitely recommend trying to get. There's some legendary gem chests. Honestly, we get a lot of gems. I've been less impressed with this selection than I have in the past, so I might bypass that. We have the Candy Gotcha machine, which gives you an extra crit rate on the basic attack. Again, totally reasonable, but honestly, I'm going to be focusing on these 2 and then probably going for the S boxes. This event, pretty mediocre, honestly. Not exactly all that strong, and not really worth kind of diving in and investing into the gems or anything like that. In the normal exchange, we do have, your classics. We've got gem keys, legendary keys, secret keys, elite packs, wishing scrolls, inheritance books, all of which are powerful. If I were to prioritize, elite packs would be number 1, legendary keys would be number 2, and then for now, secret treasure keys are number 3, wishing scrolls are number 4, and then your inheritance books is if you need them. And then I would go for the gem keys. Even though gems are incredibly powerful, I find that these pieces of progression are going to be easier to actually give you progression if you have already a ton of gems. Like, gems are good and you're going to want to get them. Don't get me wrong. They are definitely one of the more prioritized resources, but it's one of those situations where, you know, legendary keys are generally guaranteed progression. Elite packs are guaranteed progression. A lot of the wishing scrolls are guaranteed progression because you have a pity system associated with it, where the gem keys are super RNG related. And the secret treasure keys are as well, but we have much less of those unlocked. So it's less RNG to actually get some improvement. And that's kind of my logic there. That said, if you are in a spot where, you know, you are progressed, you've got a lot of secret treasure keys, or maybe you don't need the wishing scrolls as much, or maybe you don't need as many inheritance books, you can definitely go for the gem keys. And that's probably where I'm going to be at as well. So the rewards, kind of mediocre in this one, to be honest. You know, nothing too exciting. You're going to be able to kind of get everything that you really wanted in this, no matter what. However, there's another event coming very, very soon. As we can see, if we take a look at the game notices, I think it's still up there. Yep. On the December 15th, we've got the annual gift event. And this is going to be a celebration for the 2025 App Store Awards Game of the Year. And this is a pretty cool thing. You know, if you watch some of the Game of the Year streams and things like that, we are going to be getting, well, a S-Rank gear selection box, a limited collection select box, advanced alchemy regions, and some other stuff. Maybe a double S Arcana. Who knows? That would be pretty exciting. But this isn't actually an event that you get to spend gems on, right? As you'll know, this annual gift period ends on December 21st, and this Cappy Gotcha event ends, I know it doesn't actually show on the calendar, but I believe it ends, well, actually, we can click into here and check it out, right? Yep, 7 days. So it's going to end, well, as of recording this video, we're looking on the 14th, but there's usually a 3-day redeem period. So December 17th is what we're looking at in terms of having no event in the game whatsoever, right? Well, the gift event will be live, but it's going to end on the 21st, and it's not really a true event. It's just going to be giving you free stuff, as far as I understand. Which means we should be expecting an additional event sometime in the winter period that actually goes over Christmas Day. I would be super surprised if this capsule machine event ends and then we don't have an event for the actual Christmas Day. That would be very, very surprising to me. So expect to see some other event that's going to be more worthwhile in your gems situation. For me, I am still in the spot where I am saving and saving and saving. I really dwindled my gems down for the treasure team and all that stuff. I'm going to just completely bypass the Mystics, even though this is something that I generally like to continue to progress, you know, getting those Elsa statues and getting deeper into the extra control immunity and eventually just the stat increases. And even with the Freya statue, actually, this is actually what I prefer to get, even though I just mentioned the Freya. This is what I was kind of working on a little bit more after I had Freya, but getting extra, you know, crit skill damage and skill critical effect has been pretty good. So I actually do like this, but I'm saving all of my gems for this event because I am pretty confident that there is going to be something in the coming weeks. And if we've seen the previous events, like the Thanksgiving event, etc., those were really good. And I only decided to spend a portion of my gems in there because I'm expecting something for the winter event. So just some things to keep in mind as we get closer to the holiday season. I guess we are already in there, but, well, closer to the actual events. There's a lot of things I'm going to talk about, guys. I know there's been a ton of updates since I've been gone, including a new double S equipment piece. We've got new gems. We've got, obviously, the new events and a few other things that have been pretty good. And it's kind of changed a lot of things. I'm probably planning on making a new beginner's video, kind of a guide for the double S equipment, and whether or not the ancient bow is worth going for, etc. I mean, I know some people have already covered this stuff, but I'm going to be in on it as well now that I'm back with no family commitments or anything like that. So hopefully you all enjoy. And I am close to reaching 100 billion combo power. So we're going to be on the grind here the next few days, hopefully doing everything we can to reach that point. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all for the next one.